Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you the results of the Bitsgap versus BitUniverse battle of the crypto trading grid bots that I deployed just about 6 days ago. Now, if you missed the video where I configured and deployed these two bots, you might want to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. But with that being said, I'll drop a link in the description down below so you can check out the configuration video of these two grid bots. Now, before we get too far into the weeds, if you're not familiar with Bitsgap, they are an all-in-one trading platform that you basically connect your exchanges to via API keys, and so your money actually stays on the exchange. You don't actually send money to Bitsgap. They just send orders to your exchange on your behalf via those API keys. And in today's video, we will be looking at the results of one of the grid bots I deployed on their platform. And in the other corner of this battle was BitUniverse. BitUniverse basically appears to offer manual trading and a grid bot trading. There's not a whole lot you can do recon on. The intel is pretty sparse, but the platform is free, where with Bitsgap, you can start with a 14-day free trial, and I will leave a link in the description down below for that 14-day free trial, and you'll actually get a free trial of their pro plan. But after that 14-day free trial expires, you will need to invest at least $19 a month in order to deploy 2 active trading bots. Now, if you think you're going to deploy more than 2 active trading bots, you might need to step up to their advanced plan, and the advanced plan would allow you to deploy 5 active trading bots. Now, that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's get into the numbers. So just about 6 days ago, I deployed 2 bots, one on Bitsgap and one on BitUniverse. Both bots were deployed trading Luna USDT. The reason I deployed both bots on Luna USDT is I actually held Luna, so I was able to disperse Luna to both bots. In addition to, Luna happens to be a currency I also day trade, so I have an idea of the price action, and I was not expecting some kind of huge pump or some kind of huge dump, and it pretty much performed as I expected. This was not going to meet my normal objective of 1% per day in profit, but it would at least have movement that I'm familiar with. And if you're not familiar with grid bots, what you're actually looking for is the bot to buy the dips and sell the rip up. Each line that you see on the chart is a open limit order. The green lines are open buy limit orders, and the red lines are open sell limit orders. So on the way down, as it hits one of these green lines, it buys, and then on the way up, when it hits a red line, it sells. And Luna offered the opportunity to buy a dip and sell a rip, buy a dip, and it's currently selling the rip on the way back up. So I got the performance I was hoping as far as price action dropping and popping back up. Now, as far as bot profit goes, the Bitsgap bot had $8 in bot profit, or 1.74%, and that 1.74% is based on my initial investment of $502. The overall change in position is 2.34%, and that's based on the entry price versus the current price. So the price of Luna has changed since I entered back on April 9th. And when I deployed the bot, I entered right around this area. It was trading around 1578 or 75, somewhere in that area. If you check out the configure video, you can get the exact number. But it was trading in the 1570s, and now we're at around 1640. And so the change percentage would be represented by the change of your investment relative to the current value. Now, Bitsgap offers some details. If I click on the little bar chart over here in the corner, it will show you my initial investment was $502. My investment change, again, is at 2.34%. My bot profit is $8.76, so almost $9. And then the amount I have open in my base currency is 12.76 Luna. And my quote currency is 297 USDT, giving me total open orders of 507 USDT. The grid spacing for this particular bot was 0.91%. I did have a stop loss set at 12. I did not have take profit turned on, and I did have trailing up also enabled, but we never even came close to breaching the upper limit zone. And then you can see the number of closed orders that the bot has actually processed. Now with the closed orders, they do actually break out your profit as your sell orders are placed, including the fees, and that applies to the buy side as well. They'll subtract the fee when they make the purchase from your profit. So it does help track your bot profit. And then open orders, I still have the 49 open limit orders. So bottom line, the bot profit is almost $9. My investment change is about 2.75%. So in the long run, the bot is performing. However, my objective for grid bots is actually 1% profit per day, and that is not what Luna's price action typically will produce. You can see it's only producing about 0.35% profit per day, and it's only been 5 days. But in reality, this is not normally a pair I would deploy on a grid bot. I simply deployed this grid bot along with the BitUniverse grid bot so I could do a comparison of the two platforms. So let's jump over to BitUniverse. Now I want to stress in the beginning, when I deployed this bot, there was a major issue with BitUniverse. The chart showing the current price of Luna on BitUniverse was wrong. They had the current price of Luna at $16.29, but in reality, as you saw on the Bitsgap chart, I actually deployed both bots at the same time at around $15.78. Now, for several days, that price was out of whack. Recently, they have fallen back in line and appear to have the correct current price. So, a hiccup on their part, which I did slam pretty hard in the configuration video. And as far as I'm concerned, the first round, the configuration round, goes to Bitsgap. Far superior configuration, and the actual accuracy of the chart plays a big role into that for me as well. And again, I will leave a link to that video in the description down below. Now, as far as these performance results go, I'm taking them with a grain of salt because I don't know how accurate these numbers are when they can't even get the chart price correct. Also, part of my problem I have with these numbers is if you go to check history and click on check history, there's just no history. Now, I get it. This is a free platform, and sometimes you get what you pay for. Now, don't get me wrong. I use and have reviewed other free platforms. Binance has a free grid bot that I use on a regular basis, and I've done videos on. KuCoin also has a free grid bot, and I've done videos on, and I'll be doing a video in the very near future on KuCoin on their futures grid bot, which is also free. So I have nothing against the platform being free. Again, another miss on the part of BitUniverse. But with that being said, I can confirm I have looked in my KuCoin account, and there are transactions actually being processed on behalf of BitUniverse. So we will move forward from there. But just remember, folks, sometimes you get what you pay for. So with that all being said, let's take a look at the actual results of this particular bot as far as I can tell. Now, the total investment was $399 versus the $500 on Bitsgap. That's just how the math worked out on how these different platforms deploy the grids. The realized profit, in this case, as far as I can tell, this is your actual bot profit, is $7.96 or almost 2%. So as far as profit goes, it's about $1 less than what Bitsgap is producing. And then the unrealized profit, as far as I can tell, this refers to the price change in Luna, and it recognizes almost a 2% price change in Luna. And then they combine the realized with unrealized to come up with your total profit of $15.45. So in the long run, we're about $1 short in bot profit compared to Bitsgap. And so we're also short on the unrealized profits as far as BitUniverse versus Bitsgap. And then total profits obviously will be less if these two figures are less. So in the long run, the victory really truly goes to Bitsgap, as in the beginning it was far easier to configure. Their numbers were actually accurate when I compared the chart to TradingView. And so with that being said, the configuration interface is superior, so that would go to the favor of Bitsgap. Now, as far as pricing goes, you're going to be at a minimum of $19 a month investment on Bitsgap. BitUniverse is free, but sometimes you get what you pay for, and free does not always mean better. And I will state that I deployed both these bots on my KuCoin exchange account. You could actually just use KuCoin's free grid bots and have no need for a middleman like BitUniverse. So with that being said, the actual performance, as far as I can tell, comparing the numbers, and I did have to go into the KuCoin history of transactions and do some actual math, because the math for Bitsgap and BitUniverse are both a little off. But in the long run, the Bitsgap bot did outperform the BitUniverse bot, and you can see that in some of the actual numbers on both platforms. So in the end, the victor of this particular battle of the grid bots goes to Bitsgap. And that pretty much wraps it up. So if you like this video, do me a favor and spike a like. I will be doing a lot more videos comparing bot platforms against one another. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. I will leave a link to Bitsgap in the description down below so you could take advantage of that 14-day free trial and see what your live fire tests results come out to be. So in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.